Hi everyone, welcome to Downward Dog Rising. My name is Tracy and we're going to do a yin yoga tonight for hips. I've been kind of taking it easy because I'm healing my knee. So let's get started. Okay, sitting on your mat, we're going to go into Baddha Konasana. So if you fold legs in, you're going to bring the soles of your feet together, bottoms of feet connect. We rise up, we elongate our spine. Deep inhale as you stretch spine long, and then you're gently going to fold over. So we want to use yin because modern day life is yang. So some qualities of yin are water, moon, dim, dark, downward, soft, feminine, dragon, inside, earth. Just some words to describe what yin, things, synonyms with yin. So continue to breathe. Let our focus tonight, let our intention be just to have no expectations. Like when you have an injury and you want to get over it and you want to get back to your normal life and the things that you do, you have anxiety and tension. So let's just work on having no expectations and just being where you are right here, right now. And not fight it, just be in it. And that's it. So breathe. Inhaling, keep spine long. And exhale. You're going to go to your edge. When you feel like you can't go any further, that's your point to hold. We're going to go beyond the muscles, get into the fascia, the connective tissue. It's like webbing, deep tissue, ligaments, cartilage. We want it to be pliable as we age. So we want to produce hyaluronic acid in our bodies by holding poses a little longer. Breathing in, go a little deeper if you can. Inhaling, just going to stay here for another breath. Exhale, and slowly we're going to start to lift up. We're going to take our knees, extend legs sideways now. Next, we're going to go into our straddle. Kneecaps face the sky. You can flex your feet. Reach through balls of feet. Ball of foot over here. You could also take a block like this and just sit with it with your pelvis right on it. Lifts you up. So your knees are up. Legs reaching out to the sides. Do a little stretch one way to start to warm up your back. Do a little stretch the other way to warm up your back. And then come to the center. And then we're going to take it to that point where we can't take it any further. And we're just going to hold it here. Breathing in. If that point is up here, that's all good. It's all fine. Remember, be right where you are, in the moment, no judgment. Now look at the time. Okay. I don't know why yin makes me think of water. Go a little deeper when you can. Go to your edge. When you can't go any further, you know you've hit it. You're not trying to compete with yourself or anyone else. You're just trying to see a challenging point to hold so you can really get in there deeply. So you can really affect the structure and integrity that helps to support your joints. And just observe. The breath goes in. Just observe. And the breath goes out. Notice if you're holding on to any tension in your body anywhere. If you are, direct your breath into that tense area. Direct your breath into any tight spots. And that way you can bring healing energy to it. And then gently release as you exhale, letting it go. We don't want to hold on to anything that we don't need. We want to let it go. When you feel the body give, go a little deeper. Just accepting wherever you're at. We're going to take another deep inhale. We're going to come out of it then. And start to slowly walk your hands towards your body. Start to lift. We're going to take our hands to the outsides of our knees. Draw those legs all the way back in. Take your hands by the sides of your hips. And you're just going to do a little windshield wiper, side to side. Couple little windshield wipers. Release your hips. Back and forth. All right. Next exercise. We're going to do half a shoelace, also known as cow face. And for this, you could actually use a block if you wanted. Here is a modification to do it, where you have your ankle right over the knee. You could have support under your knee. You could even have like a little blanket under the leg so it doesn't hyperextend. Whatever feels good to you. And if you want to have a little deeper stretch, you could take your knee and just place it directly over the bottom knee. And again, we got to lengthen our spine. Just feel all the chakras align. Lengthen spine up. And then gently you're going to stretch over. Breathing in. I'm going to get rid of this. Actually, I want to go a little deeper. Breathing in. And then exhale. If you want, you could reach for your foot if you wanted. You could have your hands on the mat. Hands by your sides. Just keep that spine reaching long. Inhaling. And exhaling. Find that point where you could almost go a little further, but just not quite. And hold it there. Pay attention to bodily sensations. We don't want to feel like jabbing pain or our bones grinding into the mat or anything. If you ever feel that, then you would use a prop. Plain and simple, you would use a prop. We want to feel supported. Our joints need to feel supported. That way they have a feeling of being safe. Just be right where you're at. What time is it? Okay. Just paying attention to the breath. Inhaling through nose. Feeling ribs expand. Going into the belly. Back through the ribs. Through the chest. And out through the mouth. Just follow your breath. Any tightness, bring the breath to the area of tightness. And then with your exhale, you're just going to let it go. Our hips store many emotional experiences. So whatever comes up, just see it, acknowledge it, and then just release it. Just like that. Whatever comes up, greet it, and then release it. Go a little deeper whenever you feel your body give. We're going to take one more breath here, and then we're going to come up. Slowly, you're going to start to lift your chest, your shoulders coming up. All right. From here, we're going to bend both legs in. If you wanted to, you could cross your legs, come to a seated position, bring your legs directly behind you. I'm not going to do it because of this. I'm going to press directly up into a downward dog for a little release. So you're just going to stretch legs away. Don't worry if the heels don't touch. And you're just going to lengthen. You're lengthening on a little diagonal. Hips to sky. Feel those arm bones turning out. Elbows point directly back. Breathing in. You'll walk it a little bit. All right, we're going to take a step, left leg straight up into the air behind you, lengthen it. Now we're going to bring our left foot forward towards our right thumb. And then we're just going to extend that other leg straight behind our body. We're going to go into swan. And again, stretch your spine. You could stay uplifted with spine tall. You could come to your forearms like this. Your right hip is rotating forward. We're stretching the left outside piriformis, gluteals. And you're going to feel length through the front of this hip. And we're just going to hold it here. If your hips feel super tight, if you stay on your forearms, that's going to give you a little bit of support here. If you have the flexibility, want to come down, resting your forehead on the backs of your arms or your hands, you can, or even on your mat. But that's going to make you feel it more in your hips. So see what's right for you. Breathing in and breathing out. Find that point, that edge, and just hold it there. Your back knee is facing directly down to your mat. And breathing in and breathing out. Just let that tightness dissipate and fade away, release. Let it go. Any worry, any tension, any grief, just whatever comes up, anything, just let it go. Breathing in and breathing out. Just being at one with the breath. Existing entirely in this moment, in the here, in the now. Just being. You can adjust as you need to. You don't have to stay in the same spot. It's up to you. Feel those hips releasing. Send the breath to any tightness that you may have. And just let it go. We're going to take just a couple more breaths here, then we're going to come out of it. And gently exhale. Slowly, you're going to press up, making your way up. Curl the toes of your back leg underneath you into the mat so you can press into it. You're going to press down through your hands, curl the toes under, kneecap points down. Then you're going to take this other leg and just go right back into your downward dog. And just stretch and lengthen, breathing in and exhaling. So now what I want you to do, you're just going to walk your feet all the way forward and through. And we're going to do our shoelace on the other side. So, I will use a blanket under this knee. Yeah, okay. So for your shoelace, you could have your foot on top. So this is going to be more modified. You could see how my hip is tight, my knee's up here. You could do this modified. Or you can bring the knee of top leg directly over knee of bottom leg. Kneecap faces up. You're going to stretch your spine, lengthen to top of head. Slowly stretch over. So we're just stretching over the legs. Coming forward. Keep your spine reaching long. Find that point, that wall. When you can't go any further, that's where you stay. And breathe. Just acknowledge whatever comes up in this moment. Whether it be a thought, whether it be body tightness, just acknowledge it and let it go. Time. Yin is about receiving. So we're just receiving whatever our body has to give us right now. It has to tell us. being aware, slowing down, in action, being still, observant, being still. Think of dim, darkness, soft. Moon, mystery, the night. Go deeper. Going inside yourself, essentially. Just being present. When you feel the give, you can go a little deeper. Release, let go. When you feel a give, go a little deeper into it. We're just going to take another breath or two here. And now I want you to just slowly start to walk your hands in, lifting chest. We're going to uncross that leg. Gently bring both knees behind. Press up into downward dog. Stretch heels away. Lengthen the breastbone forward. Stretch your spine long. We're going to take a hold of our right leg, I should say. Want you to extend your right leg straight up into three-legged dog. Breathing in, lengthening, and we're going to exhale and gently walk your right toe, big toe, all the way over to your left thumb. We're going to be extending our left leg, kneecap to the ground, straight behind. You could sit tall and just hold it here and stretch sitting up. If this feels good to you, you could stay here. We're in swan, also known as pigeon. So we're just going to do a little swan. It's a little more advanced when your knee and ankle are in alignment. Your ankle can come a little closer in towards your leg. My knee just happens to be in this position because it doesn't bend anymore. So that's where I'm at. We're going to stretch and lengthen. Gently coming forward. Again, if you're more comfortable, you can stay up higher, work your way down to your edge. When you find it, we're going to stay there and be there. Just taking a moment to slow down and just be observant. When you feel that give, go in a little deeper. Breathing in. Your back knee is pointing straight to the mat. Your hips are aligned. Again, if any emotions pop up, if anything's uncomfortable, just have compassion for yourself, have compassion. And know that everything is okay. Everything is okay right here and right now. And be that compassion that you seek. Be open to receive. And just yield. Feel tight, just breathe into any spots that feel tight and just let it go. Layers and layers, just let them go. You can reprogram the cells of your body as well as the cells in your mind. We're going to take just a couple more breaths. And slowly come up out of the pose. Good. Gently come all the way down on your mat. And we're just going to hug our knees in to our chest for a moment. If it feels good, you can rock side to side. So with our knees bent, if you cactus your arms to your sides, and then you're going to gently let both legs go all the way over to one side. Knees are going to be no higher than your hips, and turn head looking over shoulder. This other shoulder's down on your mat, and just stay here for a few breaths. Breathe. Doing a little reclined twist for our spine. If this is uncomfortable for your neck, bring head center then. Really feel ribs expand. Breathe into your belly. Just release into the breath. Take both knees to the center. Gently adjust pelvis, knees in. Now we're going to let our knees go the other way. Still cactusing arms. And breathing in. Hips and knees are same alignment. We just don't want those knees higher. We don't want to irritate our spine. Just going to turn, looking over shoulder if that's comfortable on your neck. And take a few breaths here. Letting your spine release. All right, Gently come back to the center. And we're going to go into our savasana now. We're just going to take both legs all the way down to the mat. Palms to sky. You can just let your legs, knees can just splay out, ankles can splay out. Arms to sky. Relax. Let Mother Gaia hold you. Earth is yin. You are supported. You are safe. And just breathe, let go. You have given yourself the gift tonight of the present, gift of the present, and of letting go. Just going to take a couple more deep inhales and exhale. One more. Wiggle your toes. Wiggle your fingers and bring your awareness back to the physical realm, material body. We're going to just take those arms, stretch arms overhead, away from you, lengthen. And we're going to pick a side, roll to your right side. Take a moment here for a second. Slowly you're going to press up to a seated position. And we're just going to close out in our Sukhasana with our knees crossed, legs crossed, the ankles, easy pose. So just take an inhale. It's nighttime here. That's yin. Breathing in and exhale, embracing the night, embracing the yin quality of darkness as it is balance with the light. Bring that balance into your heart center, and the light within me honors and acknowledges the light within you. Thank you very much. Peace. Have a good rest of your morning, day, or night.